My people, what do we have today? My people, it's always a pleasure to share informations with you. It's always a pleasure to share news with you. Listen, I enjoy that. So, what do we have today? Today, we're going to talk about two big moves happening in Burkina Faso. Yes, this will blow your mind. Now, I don't know why I keep talking about this country, but at the same time, I have no choice because Burkina Faso is a country showing that Africa is moving forward. Burkina Faso is a country proving that Africa is rising. So I will have to talk about that. Anyway, first of all, what do we have? Captain Ibrahim Traoré has received his first biometric identity card of the Sahel Confederation. Yes. Second, he announced a new special school for children of the soldiers and civilians who died fighting terrorism, fighting for the country. My people, I know this might look simple to you, but they carry a deep meaning for the future, for the safety, and for the development of the nation. So let me break it down for you with no lies, no propaganda, only the truth. My people, if you don't know me, my name is Kessa, and here I tell you what happened, what's happening, and what might happen in the future. I'll talk to you about Africa, the Caribbean, and everything that is concerning our race. So let's go. Now, the AES biometric ID means what? I know you might be asking yourself this question. Now, let me explain that to you. The AES biometric identity card is more than just plastic. It means safety. It means security. It means a new beginning of the Sahel. It helps the government clearly know who is who. It helps the government reduce the fake identity used by the terrorists and criminals. It makes the movements inside the Sahel region easier and safer. It brings modern technology into the country. It proves that Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are building a new independent system, not depending on ECOWAS or the West. This ID card helps the country fight insecurity because you can no longer hide behind false documents. It helps development because real data means better planning, better services, and less corruption. This is the first time in history that the Sahel region moves toward its own regional identity. And let me be clear with you, this is a strong sign of sovereignty. Yes, this is a strong sign of sovereignty. Now, Captain Ibrahim Traoré also promised to build new schools for the children whose parents died fighting terrorists, fighting for the country. These children are called pupilles de la nation, children of the nation. We all know here that in many African countries, the kids of the soldiers are often neglected. As soon as their parents die, these kids become street kids. The government don't care about them anymore. But Captain Ibrahim Traoré has realized that no, these children needs to go to school. These children needs to be taken care of. Now, why is this so important? We need to talk about that.
You should feel at home here, just as I feel at home with you. In our army, we say that it's just one family. So, wherever you are with soldiers, you are at home. So we don't see you as outsiders, but as our brothers, our children, our sisters. There is already the beginning of a solution to the problem you experienced in the past. It has been a full 10 years, indeed a complete decade, that the nation of Burkina Faso has been valiantly fighting against the pervasive threat of terrorism. The country has undeniably been through an immense amount of hardship and significant challenges, but unfortunately, the critical and pressing issue of orphans and widows had not been given much serious consideration or adequate attention. I think that since last year, specifically through the dedicated efforts of Savovic, we collectively decided to establish and create a structured organization that actively tries to meticulously register and document, to register, gradually and through platforms, all the nation's orphans and also the widows of this war. And I hope that by then we will be able to have an exact assessment of the situation. This is the 5th decree that has been enacted. It was not long ago. This means that there are documents that are approved in the Council of Ministers to grant you the status of national orphans. And that's what entitles you to the card you have there. So we are registering people gradually. And I believe that all the children who are currently living with disabilities or in difficulty, who have not yet been registered, will be registered and will receive their card and have access to all the services you mentioned earlier. But remember one thing. You are the pillar of this nation, you children. And you must understand that the situation we are experiencing is not a normal one, if I may say so. But you, the orphans, you must understand even better than other children why Burkina Faso is in this situation. What are we doing to get ourselves out of it? And what must we do to ensure that this situation never happens again in the future? That is why, in addition to school, you will need to receive special training because you are the witnesses of this situation. You are the witnesses today, and you will be the witnesses tomorrow. You are in the best position to tell other children what you are experiencing because this situation happened in Burkina Faso. That is why I said, starting in 2026, God willing, we will begin building a number of schools that will be called the nation's PP schools in order to better support you. And for those who would like to be boarders and all, we want to provide all the necessary conditions. So, construction will begin in 2026. We don't know if the first buildings will be finished in 2026, but the goal is to bring you together, along with other children, of course, but also to better explain the situation to you and how you should handle things so that this situation does not happen again in Burkina. Many have suffered when they lost their parents. Many continue to suffer. A related question is that people are not well received in foster families. Others are mistreated. That's why we are taking all the necessary measures to make sure you are comfortable, so that you can go to school for free, receive healthcare for free, and be able to travel for free. So the first steps have already been taken, and I think that as we go along, we will spare no effort to ensure that you are in ideal conditions to be able to work and also to continue until you find a job and that the state can support you in this regard. You should be the privileged witnesses of this situation. And this training can only be done once you have been gathered in a specific area, which will be these schools of the nation's future. So prepare yourselves for this. You will be in good conditions in these schools to better learn about what Burkina Faso is experiencing. Why is Burkina Faso being attacked? Who are those who have come to attack us to the point that we have lost our brothers, who are your relatives, and everything? And why did this situation happen? And what must we do so that tomorrow this situation never happens again, neither to your classmates nor to your children? Because you will grow up and you too will have children. But your children must grow up in very good conditions. They must not suffer, they must not experience the situation you are living through. And that is the fight. So each and every one of us, no matter how small we are, must imagine tomorrow. When I grow up, when I have children, I will do everything so that children are not in the same conditions as I was, that I experienced. So for that, you will have to fight and you will have to better understand the situation. And it is you who will have to teach your other classmates who do not know the situation that you know. So this is a first measure that is planned to build several schools across the country where you will be very well supported.
Why is this important? Because it gives protection to the families who sacrificed everything. It shows that the state does not forget its heroes. It reduces poverty for these children. It gives them education, food, guidance, and hope. It builds a stronger, united society where soldiers know their family will be safe. This move will also improve national security. Why? Because soldiers fight better when they know that if I die for my country today, my children will not suffer. Yes, and this creates stronger army, stronger soldiers, stronger moral, and stronger unity. Now let me tell you something. This is how nations are built, by protecting the families of those who protect the country. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share this video and let me know what you think in the comment section. Listen, I'm always gonna say that. Thank you so much for not skipping the ads. Thank you so much for always leaving the comments because I can see many of you are doing so. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.